Hi, my name is Pauline, and this is a video response for my social ethics class that I'm taking currently. And I will say first, excuse my apartment. I work full time. I'm sorry, it's messy. I'll clean it tomorrow, I promise. But this is a video response to the posed question, marijuana to legalize or not to legalize, because I was unaware of this, but apparently we're going to be voting on this for real. It's going to be on a real ballot. So we are currently studying for my social ethics class the utilitarian views, Mill's views. And so I'm going to first answer this question with a utilitarian approach and say that the single action of legalizing marijuana would make the most number of people happy. How is that? Well, first off, a lot of people smoke marijuana. It's no secret. They've been doing it forever. So obviously they would be happy if this were legalized because they wouldn't have to do it under the radar or in the shadows. And one of the videos that our professor had us watch was an MSNBC report on this issue. And they said in the report that in 2008, approximately 1 out of 10 Americans were smoking marijuana. It's a lot of Americans. And another reason why the most number of people would be happy is taxes. Taxes on marijuana would benefit everybody. It would help to pull California out of its current economic state. In the same MSNBC report, they said that last year, or I don't remember which year, but 1 year, the profits for marijuana was $25 billion. And that's a lot of untaxed profit. So obviously, if we could pull taxes from that 25 billion, we could use that money for a whole lot of things, which obviously I'm not going to get into here, but a whole lot of things for California, for America. However, with that being said, I would still say that I oppose legalizing marijuana. And one of the reasons why, well, I'll first say that I'm just not really a big fan of tolerance, and I feel like our society tolerates a lot of things that we should not. So I'll start with that, saying that. And I will also just mention that I understand that if marijuana were to be legalized, it would be illegal to drive while smoking marijuana, and it would be illegal to smoke marijuana in public. But my question to that is, for how long? Like I said, we're a society of tolerance, and if enough people shout out, pretty soon you'll see people driving, smoking marijuana. And, you know, you see people smoking cigarettes while they're driving all the time, or smoking cigarettes in public. So it's just a matter of time before people are smoking marijuana in public. Now, one of the reasons, or one of the examples, I guess, that I came up with that I am appalled of, or appalled of the idea of, is someday picking up my kids at school and seeing one of their teachers in the corner lighting up a joint and smoking it. Or if I just came from the doctor's office and he just diagnosed me with something and gave me a prescription for whatever treatment, and I walk out of the hospital and he's out smoking weed. It just, I don't know, I'm appalled by that. I think I wouldn't want educators to be smoking marijuana, or doctors to be smoking marijuana, or nurses to be smoking marijuana. And I'm sure there's a lot of them that do, and maybe I'm wrong for thinking what I don't know can't hurt me. But I will say this, I drink alcohol socially, right? But if alcohol were illegal, I would not be drinking alcohol. You know? So I just feel like if we legalize marijuana, more people are going to be smoking marijuana. That's kind of the connection that I make when it comes to this. So to respond to the argument, that we tolerated and, legalized things like cigarettes and alcohol, I just have one word for you, and that's abuse. And when it was illegal, people were using those things and abusing them at their own discretion. And like I said, I feel like if you legalize something, more people will do it. Like I said, I drink alcohol socially, but if it were legal, I would not be drinking alcohol. But since we as a society okayed it, more of us do it. So that's that. And I will say really quick that as a nurse, you see the effects of alcohol, and this isn't a little weepy thing to make people feel bad or anything, but I'm saying that as a nurse, you see the effects of alcohol, you see the effects of smoking, cigarettes. And in fact, during nursing school, every diagnosis you study, you see that smoking and alcohol puts you at risk for almost all the diseases, almost all. I lecture friends of mine that smoke cigarettes all the time because I'm like, you guys are smoking on cancer sticks, because smoking is linked to cancers, linked to COPD, things like that. And alcohol is, connected to things like liver failure. And these aren't little baby diseases. These are pretty hardcore bad things that people get from smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol. So I'm just going to end by saying I get it. If there was anything out of legalizing marijuana that I would support, it's because of the taxes and what I believe we could do with that money. But when I really think about it, it's kind of like, is money really worth the millions of people that could die from legalizing marijuana in the long run? So that's my take on it. And all my friends that smoke marijuana will probably be angry at me for saying this, but I mean, it is what it is. So